Hello, everyone. My name is Bridget Deline. I am a fellow with the Southern Coalition for Social Justice and SC Counts. Today, I will be doing a brief presentation where I will cover the results of the 2020 census and how these results have reflected the redistricting process here in Richland County, South Carolina. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. But first, I would like to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Well, 2 months ago, sometime in December of 2021, Richland County Council sought public input on the new district maps. The county began the process of redrawing maps of the county's 11 council districts. This process involved redrawing districts in response to population changes following the US Census, something that happens every 10 years. Using input from the 11 county council members, council unanimously approved the redrawn maps during the first of 3 readings. Residents had the option to view the county's proposed maps based on the 2020 census figures, by going to www.richlandcountysc.gov, and also by navigating to the council district's web page. Council members have been very deliberate about this process, being sure that transparency and public involvement is of top concern. County Council also added another special meeting to be sure the public had the opportunity to give their input. The second reading on the maps was scheduled for Council's meeting Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, with the third and final reading scheduled for tonight, February 8th, 2022 at 6 p.m. By the way, you are all welcome to attend. Residents were encouraged to provide input on the redrawn maps ahead of their final approval via 2 options: through email or at a public hearing on the maps by January 18, 2022. Also, it's important to note that Richland County identified locations throughout the community to have the maps displayed and accessible in person before that date. Again, the county is divided into 11 districts to ensure all residents are represented equitably as possible by an elected county council member. Let's look at Richland County's redistricting timeline. As you can see from this timeline, we are at the end of the process here in Richland County. Starting in November, Council conducted a work session to receive the 2020 redistricting benchmark report from the South Carolina Revenue and Fiscal Affairs Office. This set the course of action for redistricting in Richland County. December 16, 2021, Council approved the first reading of an ordinance establishing new electoral districts for election of members of Richland County Council. From December 17th through January 18th, there was a public review and comment period with proposed redistricting maps available online and at specified Richland Library branches from January through the 14th of 2022. January 4th, 2022, Council approved the second reading of the ordinance. January 18th, 2022, there was a public hearing in County Council chambers. As mentioned earlier, tonight, February 8th, 2022, is the third and final reading of the ordinance during County Council meeting held at 6 p.m. this evening. Let's take a look at Richland County demographics. The race population number is 411,211. Of that number, 46.31% are Black or African American, 41.45% are white, 6.32% Hispanic or Latino, and 5.93% other race or non-Hispanic. Census figures show the county's population grew 8.2% since 2010, increasing from 384,504 residents to over 400,000. Richland County has the state's second largest population, behind only Greenville County. I thought it was also important to share the benchmark report prepared by the RFA data used by the council regarding the redistricting for Richland County. First, I would like to point out that the target population for each of the 11 districts was 37,383. Let's look at the bold red line here and note that 5 districts, districts 1, 2, 5, 7, and 9, increased their population over the targeted population of 37,383, going up nearly to 45,000 residents. Also, pay close attention to the prison population. The population of Richland County, including the prison population, has increased 8.23% from 384,504 to 416,147. However, based on recent court decisions, RFA recommends excluding the prison population of 4,936 to better reflect one person, one vote. The term one person, one vote expression refers to the principle that individuals should have equal representation in voting. The benchmark report noted a deviation range of 38.39%, the sum of the highest deviation, 18.11%, and the absolute value of the lowest deviation, minus 20.28%, which is above the maximum range of 10%. RFA recommends a deviation range of 5%. This table and chart show which districts are under or overpopulated, indicating adjustments may be necessary to stay within the allowable deviation range. You might ask yourself, how does redistricting in Richland County impact you? Well, depending on where you are, where you live in Richland County, your home could fall within a new council district, and you could be represented by a different county council member. The best way to see how redistricting might impact you is to review the map for your district, looking for the street or neighborhood where you live, and checking the current and proposed district boundaries. Well, another question comes up. How do you find your district or proposed district? Well, start with the map for the district where you currently live. Find your current council district by going to Richland County GIS webpage, www.richlandmaps.com. Click the icon for the GeoInfo application, enter your street address. In the results, the political information will list your current county council district and representative. On your map, your district map, look for your home location. Refer to the street names, landmarks, voting precinct names that are printed in red, and municipal boundaries shaded in gray. Once you find your residence, check for the red outlines, which indicate the current council district boundaries. Also, check for the colored shading, which indicates the proposed district boundaries. Okay, back to maps. You're probably wondering, how do I read the maps? Okay, this is the last portion of my presentation. It involves finding the significant changes to council district lines presently being proposed. This map right here is the Richland County Council District Proposed Plan C with minor revisions of all 11 counties. As noted in an earlier slide, Districts 1, 4, and 5, represented by council members Bill Malinowski, Paul Livingston, and Allison Terratio, respectfully, remain largely unchanged. District 2, represented by Councilman Derek Pugh, is losing portions of the North Columbia area and an area south of Blythewood to District 7, represented by Council Member Gretchen Barron. Then these two maps show District 3, represented by Council Member Yvonne McBride, is losing a portion of Ward 6 and all of North Forest Acres to District 6, represented by Council Member Joe Walker III. These four maps show interesting changes to our districts that are involved here. Note, District 8, represented by Council Member Overture Walker, shifts northward, absorbing the Long Creek neighborhood in the northwestern portion of District 9, represented by Council Member Jessica Mackey. As a result of that shift, District 3 gains the Trenham Road and Arcadia voting precincts, and District 6 gains the Satchel Ford voting precinct. Last but not least, the District 10, represented by Councilmember Cheryl English, gains the area southeast of Fort Jackson, bounded by Congaree and Piney Branch Roads to the Garners Ferry area, currently in District 11, represented by Council Member Chaquise Newton. Well, the last question is, how can you get involved in Richland County? As part of the legislative process, public hearings are a key part of the process, and redistricting is no exception. Public hearings are often held to allow for more informal but detailed explanation of the proposed changes. Attending and participating in these events or contacting your representatives about redistricting are key ways to be informed and involved. In the South Carolina General Assembly, redistricting bills go through the legislative process, which typically allows for public testimony. County and city councils are required to have public hearings before final approval of redistricting measures. One last question to ask: how do I give input? Really simple. Email your comments and questions to redistricting@richlandcountysouthcarolina.gov. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I truly appreciate your time, and I'm going to pass this on to the next presenter. Thank you.